man, it shows how flexible Odoo is, because every year we have a story that we can say, hey, we got into an industry that Odoo never was in, and we're excited about it.
Tell me a little bit about your company.
Cool. So
who are you?
We are Captivea. We're an Odoo Gold partner. We were founded in France in 2009. We opened here in the US in 2018. It was the owner and myself in 2018. He was a French first speaker, and we went from, I want to say, with 0 customers to,
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I want to
growth.
say 0 to gold in about a year. So I remember starting.
So you guys are doing something right. Like, what did you do to get to where you are today to do that type of jump?
We learned, and and it sounds really, really funny, but man, we learned a lot. When we first started, it was an interesting local outbound campaign where we're only going to target local. And I came from I came from BI originally, and I'm like, we're not. I told him, I think we can widen the net. And he's like, well, let's just do the state. I'm like, no, I think we go real wide. And I'm like, we're going to call anything and talk to anyone anyone who would talk to us. And I started in August. We had our first deal in October, and then they just kept coming. And we gained momentum, we gained headcount.
Yeah,
we went from 1 to 2 to 3. We added an intern to.
Yeah, that's when you know you're really starting to just climb. The minute that you can look at your budget and say, you know what, we could take an intern.
Well, it's to be safe, right? I'm like, we were gaining momentum, but I mean,
would it stick?
Would it stick? We weren't a startup because we had our sister company in France, well established, working. Yeah. So it's not like we're a
There's
startup.
There's a bit of safety.
It was. I mean, the safety was minimal.
Safety.
There was a budget.
Safety.
But we made it work. We kept adding, and our customers kept, diversifying. So we went and, we started with a solar company. We added a logistics company. Was
there one that specifically stuck out, like one of your implementations that you could just say yeah, we did that?
I mean, I wish I have. It was one a year at first, and this year I would say, man, we had 2. We're working on our 3rd. I want to say, banner. Every customer's a banner, right? But it's man, this is a first for us. We're working on one right now that's, I'm not trying to jinx it, but it's one that we haven't. It's a market a new market to touch, and we're excited about it. I want to do. I've got marketing dreams on it.
See, I could just tell you're just going into it. And
but every year I have one that's just exciting, and I think it really shows. Man, it shows how flexible Odoo is, because every year we have a story that we can say, hey, we got into an industry that Odoo never was in, and.
See, and that on its own is such an achievement to be able to say. Being a pioneer of entering a new market or trying to implement something new is always such a wild thing. So I can see why that would be a super memorable thing.
Yeah, I mean, I've had everything from a cannabis, aerospace, and clean energy company without naming the names, but
yeah, no, you're right.
But you can see how diverse my product is.
Yeah, right there where you just talked about. We're talking land, sea, and sky right there.
And it's every year we find something or a unique customer that Odoo makes sense for. They're excited about it, we're excited about it, and we're learning together. And I'm excited to talk to my account manager.
That makes sense.
Hey,
man.
Guess what? You wouldn't believe it. We have this. Hey, I may need your help. And I mean, I think what's great is I'm really lucky is I've got good account managers, and I've had them now since 2018. I've had awesome ones. And I've seen a couple get promoted, which is, that's great to the story for everyone else. And,
no, exactly.
They help me, and I think I help them. Sometimes they may even think I'm a little bit of a tough cookie to work with.
So would you say that as a whole that Odoo helps partners in a way that you wouldn't get from somewhere else?
I think so. It's hard for me to say because I'm really an Odoo house. Really but yeah, I want to say.
Because that's one of the things that I'm proud of is just how much we also just help our network. We don't leave anyone hanging figure it out, find a customer. you know, it's like you said, you have these AMs who are just helping.
Yeah, absolutely. My AMs, my customer service, even support. You know, I've seen people move up in Odoo. So my old customer success guy is now in support in Belgium.
Oh, yeah.
And,
so
you know, I don't
promote from within.
Promote from within. You know, like every once in a while, like I've seen him respond to a ticket and he remembers us and we remember him. And it's
See, that's what I always like about it. It feels almost like, you know, like an Olive Garden thing where it's like, you know, when you're here, you're family. We're family.
Yeah, we're the Belgian, Italian, American, Italian family of abroad because you know what I mean? Like, so my territory is North America, but like my Captivea Odoo, like we're expanding in new markets. We opened in Montreal this year. We opened in Singapore this year, and we just opened in Madagascar like last month.
Madagascar, Singapore.
Yeah, so
Dang,
like
that's
you can
wild.
kind of
That's
see
big.
that
That's big. That's a lot too.
we owe our growth to Odoo, and I would say our account manager part of that growth the whole way, and even your executive leadership there.
So did you say what makes it to where you would pick Odoo? Like that is the reason to pick Odoo is our support.
Yeah. I mean, we can get a problem solved if there is a problem, which, I mean, it's ERP. There's potentially always something that's going to be that you may need some help with. If I pick up the phone and I need help, I will get it. I mean, I text I call him partner manager, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
They kind of mix together, but I text my contacts at Odoo, and if they can't get me the answer I need right away, they will find someone who can. And you know, we've had those calls where they needed to get Belgium support to the North American office. They were able to do it.
So is there any specific features that you enjoy, a specific gap?
I mean, I would say last year I loved manufacturing, but this year I'm on a field service kick.
Field service kick.
And it's,
like
again,
that.
it's about I want to say it's about all the different customers we're running into. And, you know, field service this year was an exciting year at Captivea with field service. It's going to be, manufacturing's always been exciting. Our consultants.
We have shop floor coming.
Yeah, shop floor is exciting. Our
out.
consultants in my bullpen in Orlando, if you ask them what, you know, like we have everyone's got a different hat, but like we've got plenty of people who love and get excited about manufacturing. So it's exciting because, I mean, like you get the shop floor, you get to go on and you get to see something that starts here and ends here. And it's cool to watch that journey through Odoo, you know, from sale to creation to how it hits the books.
Yeah, and then I think the thing that kind of hits me the most too is we have this unique value proposition as well to a lot of our clients. We're not expensive. You have to pretty much just factor us in as like the bulk of your spending if you're like a small company, a small manufacturer, medium-sized or anything. Would you say that actually is kind of like similar to that note that you've noticed amongst your own implementations?
Yeah, I want to say we've implemented both big and small, and you know, it helps to be flexible. I mean, one of the strengths of Odoo is its flexibility both in the product itself, but even the pricing. I mean, you can implement a base Odoo manufacturing for a small business company in a very economical way versus most of the competitors. I mean, like it's a big difference.
Thank you for being here today. Thank you for giving us some insights into your whole operation, company, and everything. I appreciate you so much.
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure. Oh, that's Amy Caroline, right? Because you know, she's like our favorite voice in my bullpen. So sorry if there's a U.S. person here trying to take your job, but Amy, you're still number one with us at Captivea.
Do you want to know something really funny? Should I tell him? I'm the person.
Oh. Well, I'm going to make sure I look to catch myself up because now I feel like I may have fallen behind in my e-learning. Maybe we'll just have to bring you out to Orlando so you can see them.
Oh my God, I would love that.
It's on video, so maybe we can make it happen.